Okay, so I'm in the middle of a seizure. I actually kind of put it on hold because I got a call. Um, um, so having another in a series of at least daily grand mal seizures that have a lot to do with the hernias that I have, and the hernias have a lot to do with the grand mal seizures that I have. And, you know, if you know anything about epilepsy, if you really knew anything about really knew anything about epilepsy, you would know that bouncing back and forth is a theme. Was I talking about something? Seizures are kind of like a visual display of how fucked up things are inside my head sometimes. Trying to make words, trying to turn thoughts into a little expression that can be understood. Memories come back and they can be quite painful, especially if they're painful emotionally. Yeah. A certain wedding I remember in more detail than I wanted to. These memories are painful because they allow me to see how people saw me, and because I can't go into the memories unless I'm objective. So it's a memory of I suppose a best friend's wedding, and trying to be a photographer and trying to take pictures and make fun of me for it. I took some beautiful ass pictures. I still have them. The black and white study there. I've always been seen as a dork, a dweeb, a nerd, a jerk, or someone that doesn't do things the way everyone else does. And I'm supposed to be nice in my talking about this kind of stuff. Nobody fucking understands that the only way to communicate is with what I remember, and the only way I remember is fucking anger, because it's all I've ever had all my life, because everyone has always treated me like shit. And why? Why? There's never ever been a reason why. Except I don't think, say, or act as expected. Excuse me, I don't follow your rules because you wouldn't let me partake in learning them. So I had to go learn everything on my own, which is why I got the highest score on the California Achievement Test in its history. 12.9 was my average score, if you know what that test was. Yeah, the highest possible score. I learned everything on my own. So I don't think the way you do. I don't act the way you do. I don't look at life the way you do. I look at it the way human beings should, if you sit and think about it. And oh, I used to do this a lot. I used to cry a lot. Not something you want to remember if you've conveniently forgotten. Oh, look, Mike the Crybaby. Chris the Crybaby. Crybaby Chris, I think. Yeah, sounds like it was used a lot. You don't tend to want to remember the names you were called when people were chasing you and beating you up. Again, why? 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 Why were they beating me up from day one? Well, why were they, outside of my family, beating me up from day one? That's easy to answer. The hard question to answer is, why were they beating me up? Well, it's not hard to answer the technical aspect of it. They were beating me up because I wasn't welcome in the family. Why was I not welcome in the family? As a 6-month-old baby or younger. Why? And I think I know the answer finally. I always thought that my brothers and I had different fathers. I just assumed that since there were 2 of them and 1 of me, that, and I couldn't, for sure, I knew I couldn't say it was different mothers, but I always questioned whether or not it was different fathers. And I always just assumed since there were 2 of them that, you know, their father was our father and that lived with us, and my mom cheated on him and had me with someone else, but it always fell apart because of this and what used to be here. Moles that are apparently genetic in that line. It never occurred to me that my brothers, neither one of them have those moles. So I had to pose further the question of the day is, are you sure you know who your father is? And the reason I suggest that is because in May of 2015, I finally found out. I asked her, and she was in a state, drugged and in pain, and old and frail, and, you know, able to provide something honest for once. I asked her why she left us with my father when we were 3, 5, and 7 or something like that. No, 2, 4, and 6. I was 4 years old when she left us. 4 or 5. Very early 5 years. I was 5. No, it had been 5. Yeah, it was 5. But anyway, 3, 5, and 7. Something like that. She leaves us with my father. I know it's my father. I didn't say ours. But she leaves us with my father and does so because she's afraid he's going to kill her. She's afraid he's a murderer. He'll kill the mother of his children, but yet she doesn't have any fear for her children. Okay, so the point is that she was afraid of him. Okay, she thought he was gonna kill him. Okay, if I was the only son of him and the other 2 brothers who were loved and cared for and raised within the family and not rejected like I was, if they had a different father than the one that she was afraid of, then wouldn't assumed I'd be treated differently by both mom and by witnessing and possibly knowledge in the older brother's mind, subconsciously anyway, justifiably, because I wasn't part of their family. I was more like that father. I think that probably can explain also why my sister specifically told me she didn't want any contact with me, but still maintained contact with my younger brother and older brother. I believe I may be wrong. I may be wrong on that, but if that's true, then she said it was reasons because I reminded her of him, and I told her I understood. Told her I was nothing like him, which is true, but I didn't want to argue or anything, and I respect her wishes because she was molested by him from the age of fucking 3. Fucking asshole. Oh yeah, another reason everybody would hate him. Fucking pedophile was. So unwanted. There's a stark difference between myself and everyone else I am related to that I have ever known of or met. That's with the last names. Well, I won't say it. You can find it out. But anyway, with the same last name or the maiden names of my mother or my grandfather and mother and like that, or my grandfather and father and like that, and her mother, his mother, excuse me, my father's side of the family. But and anyone on my mother's side, actually, anyone I knew from them, they're all people who lack empathy, psychopaths. They just have no empathy. And there's some of them that are sort of smart, but they're not that smart. I mean, they're above average, I'd say. Probably average about 105. But just, my younger brother, well, he's still on probation, I think, from embezzling $400,000 from Genentech. They were monsters. My God, they were all doing fucking cocaine by junior high school. What the fuck? And his brother's selling pot at 6 years old. Oh my God. And I'm the one that gets beat up. I'm the one that gets bullied. I'm the one that gets told I'm a shit because I don't what? Because I don't think and act like I'm supposed to. Or is it because what that means is that I'm free? Because I was always free, because I wasn't domesticated. I wasn't raised in the society. I wasn't raised as a part of it. I wasn't raised to think like I'm supposed to think, act like I'm supposed to act. How is it my fault? Yeah, I benefit outside of society because I can fucking do anything. I mean, I can take care of myself with a caregiver now that I'm disabled. But take care of myself. But so just because I'm not how I'm supposed to be socially, just because I don't come off as I'm supposed to, I'm treated this way. I'm murdered, tortured to death. I'm having seizures every day because I'm in fucking pain. Because my body suppresses the pain. Somehow, some way. You don't need pain relievers. The body takes care of itself. Who's been doing this for so long? I can only talk sometimes if I'm angry. Because otherwise I can't get any words out. I don't know how to get anybody to understand that. I cannot get some things across unless I'm angry. I don't know what it is. I don't know why. And I'm not angry with anybody. Obviously, if I have to be angry to get these things out, I'm not angry with the same person unless that person is me. Oh, gee, duh, there's your answer. Duh, of course I'm angry with myself because myself, part of me, can't fucking get the goddamn words out to you so you can fucking understand and believe them. But for the fact that that's not what communication is. Communication is the transfer, complete transfer of complete thought from one mind to another. So, thought in my head becomes the same as a thought in your head. So, if you don't believe me, then we haven't communicated when I tell you something. And the reason we haven't communicated is because I can't make up for the fact that you don't participate in a very important aspect of communication, because no one in society participates in this important aspect of communication called verification. So we all take shortcuts. So communication requires this thought in my head has to be translated into something here that can be sent through here as words and symbols that have meaning that the other person will understand. Those words are transmitted, usually spoken. They're received, or heard, they're listened to. And the thought is in the mind, but then there is the all-important step of confirming by putting the same thought into words the same way and expressing them and seeing if they're the same. So when I say I'm a refugee from the United States of America because I was persecuted because of brain damage, and you say, well, I don't believe you're a refugee, then what's happened here? Am I at fault because I didn't make you believe me? Or are you at fault because you heard me, didn't listen, didn't put the thought in your mind because you didn't ask any questions, and you didn't repeat the process yourself and put it into words and say those words to me? Oh, you mean that you were... No, you didn't do that. So I have to go around and I have to say that I'm disabled because you and everyone else don't do what you're supposed to do, what's expected of you socially in trying to communicate. So if there's a perception that I'm angry at you, it's not intentional, but yeah, I suppose it's there because it would be directed at you. But I, who's trying to get these thoughts across to you, don't intend to, why would I want to, express that anger at you when I'm trying to communicate to you, especially in asking for help? So, oh boy. If I stay sit up, I don't physically seize. But that's only because nothing's able to move that wants to. So, see, seizures. Okay. Apparently necessary for making my intestines go moving. Hey, I see. I don't think that was a dream. And to alleviate my pain. No, stay by looking at myself. You're really sensitive to itches and things like that. So why am I dying? Because I'm not doing anything wrong and everyone else is doing something wrong. Why am I the one to have to die? Because that's what's going on here. I mean, they got an arrest warrant for me. They're trying to put me in jail for 4 years for not going to hearings that they didn't ever tell me about. I mean, she was him. Okay, where are we going? Oh. So, sorry, what's going on? I thought I did, and just the whole fucking world hates me because I don't fucking know. Everybody fucking hates me. actually fucking trying to harm someone. That's not what hate is. You know, here's a question for you. What makes you think you're right? What makes you think your perspective is correct? What makes you think that anything you know or think you know that is right is right? What makes you think you're right? Nothing. You haven't gone out and verified any of it yourself. And if you have, then that's the only thing you know of. You see, every time I try and talk and ask for help, I end up being bitching at everybody because, well, what am I supposed to do? Everybody fucking hates me and hurts me. I haven't done anything to anyone. I've done nothing but help anybody I've been around. And the complaint is that I don't help the way I'm expected to. Oh, I'm sorry for doing the best thing I could possibly do, which is actually the best thing that can be done. I'm sorry it's not what you expected because I don't follow prescribed fucking shit. I figure it out on my own, and it's always better than what they figure out themselves. And it comes down to this concept, this idea that I'm not possibly able to be this smart or nothing like that could be, because of course you're right, you know, and how can anybody ever possibly be more intelligent than you if you don't understand what that means? So no, I'm not more intelligent than anybody. I'm an asshole. I'm just trying to get freebies. So anyway, they're trying to kill me because everybody that watches this hates me. Because you all want me dead. At least this is a bad seizure tonight. Yeah, just focus. Die. Just moving right here on this hernia. My left inguinal hernia, which means it's on my descending colon. Never knew anything about hernias. All up in here. And in here, feeling over the years. Oh, yeah, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hernias. Sorry you didn't see what those are. You don't want to see what those are. I'm one of those naked human things, you know, with all that fur on me. I can remember I was 9 years old. I was in Mexico. After our trip to Puerto Vallarta, we went to downtown, no God, which I thought was too funny. And I mean, the level of details I can remember, you know. The fucking red stripe, I mean the Pacifico short bottle, which is in the new, you know, red stripe beers in that short bottle. Pacifico was in those short bottles back then, or whatever brand of beer it was. I thought it was Pacifico. Because I know that because we drank one or two. Because, you know, my dad gave them to us while we were, you know, in Mexico. Should have been fucking arrested. So you're this guy that wants me to pay him $10,000 to be my lawyer, telling me that, you know, there is no this, there, you know, that you know, have him deny my reality, and I'm supposed to happily have him represent me and defend me against fake fucking crimes I'm being accused of. Oh, fuck you, man. Absolute goddamn fucking fuck you. You know, I mean, this may be the last video, one of the last videos I ever record and put up. I may be dead by the time you watch this. You killed me. Every fucking one of you. You killed me because your thing, your perspective, the imaginary fucking world that you live in is more important than the reality of nature and the people in it. My God, look at yourselves. You know, I'm in my boat, which is torn up from being ransacked twice, once by the thieves and the second time by the government thieves. And hurricanes and lack of fucking maintenance because I don't have a caregiver now, and everything I need for tools and shit's been stolen from me. And outside, people are partying. I'm sitting here dying. I'm fucking bloated from fucking fluids leaking out of my intestines or out of my or puke. Because of my lymphatic channels being blocked or whatever the hell happened. Just full of all this fucking liquid that one night I'm gonna be, or one day or night I'm gonna be shitting 3 or 4 times and pissing like 20 or 30, you know, in a few hours. But I'm sitting here suffering and dying because I don't do what you do outside. I don't party. I don't give a fuck. I don't go carelessly fucking partying and carelessly tearing up the environment so I can have fun, so I can do what this person does, so I can post it on this Instagram or this Snapchat or this Facebook or whatever the hell you do with your stuff. I don't understand it. I don't want to understand it. I don't have to understand it. I shouldn't have to fucking die because of it. What? Obviously my phone notified me or something. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, it's them right behind me. There should be another pair too. Oh, that's heard it was. I took care of it. Anyway. What am I supposed to do here? Supposed to say something inspirational to bring everybody together and make them happy or some shit? I mean, come on, I don't deserve this. Oh, I'm still doing it. Thinking and thinking that I'm talking. Yeah, I should pause it.